Welcome to today's video. I am so glad you're here. We are celebrating America's upcoming birthday. I could not be more tickled pink. I had so much fun decorating this porch. As you all know, or maybe you don't, if it's your first time being here, I absolutely love, love, love my porch. It's my favorite place to be. And so I decorate it for all the seasons and holidays. And before we get started in this little video, I do want to let you know that starting today, Monday, June 8th, Hobby Lobby has put their Patriotic Decor on sale for 40% off. Now, on that note, because it is never my intention to mislead you, I do want you to know that some of the stuff that you will see today in today's video, I purchased for the original price. And the reason for that is, as much as I love making videos and sharing them with you, I don't just decorate to make videos. Does that make sense? Like, I really just decorate because I love my space and I want time to enjoy it. And it takes a lot of work to put the porch together. So for that reason, I went ahead and bought some things at original price so I could put the time and effort in and then just have the time to really enjoy the space before the holiday rolls around. So over here, I guess we can start on this side. As you all know, I pretty much kept this the same. I've had this little branch here with my sweet little birds. And I just added small little details like this little garland right here. This is actually for like a basket if you're bringing a basket of treats or something. So I just put it up here. And I also added sweet little flags to some of my little birds, you know, just to give it like a little patriotic touch. I love how it turned out. I think it's adorable. I mean, look at this little guy. And all I did right here was I just hot glued my little flags on. And then right here, I just tied it on to my branch. And then if you step over here on this side, I love how this turned out. This is all in one pack. And I love the look of it. But just so you know, if you want to buy these, and maybe I just had a bad batch, I'm not really sure, you know, or maybe it's common, but where they tape together, they don't want to stay together for very long. I mean, it was just like a few seconds to a few minutes and then they'd come apart. So I did, which I don't mind. I don't mind at all, but I do want to let you know in case you do mind. I just went back through with some of my stronger glue and glued them together. But I do love how this turned out on this side. If you remember, I had on this side, I had another stick with some birds and stuff, and I just took that down and added these. I just love how the colors just pop off of each other, but y'all know I just love red, white, and blue. And then over here, if you're coming up the steps, I have my little decor. Now these large stars that you'll see on both sides, these I purchased for original price at Hobby Lobby. Now, some of these stars, y'all may remember if you've been here a while, I've had some of these stars. The books right here, these are new. These are from Hobby Lobby. I love this little flag detail with the beads. And it says, God bless America. This little cutie pie right here, Uncle Sam's, his little head, he was from the at-home store. And then I just kept it really simple right here. Y'all know how much I love my faux flowers. I just popped in some little rockets. And then I added this patriotic ribbon. This ribbon right here, this is from Michael's. And then if you've been here a while, you may remember last year when I did like a little tablescape. And I had these. So these are from last year, Hobby Lobby, the little Uncle Sam and the little fencing that you see on both sides. I think these little Uncle Sams are adorable. Aren't they cute? And then I have this little Happy Birthday America sign. That's from Hobby Lobby. As well as the freedom right here in the back, like the dynamite. And then I just have my Uncle Sam's sitting on this riser. The riser is from Carolina Pottery. But I just think they're so adorable, and I love the little walk up right here. Now, if we come on this side, it's pretty much like the same thing. I just have little knicky-knacks. Happy 4th of July. Fireworks and freedom. And then again, some more of the stars. Now, I did pick up this year, God Bless America. That's one piece. The 3 stars are one piece. And again, I have my little riser that I've had from Carolina Pottery. And look, 250. Now, my little Uncle Sam right here, Let Freedom Ring, he's one of my favorites. He came from Pop Shelf. Isn't he sweet? And then back here, I kept my little bench, and then I just added like the little star and a little flag to the wagon. And then I just added little flags around the wreath. I love how that turned out. I added this sweet little bow right here. Now that's from Hobby Lobby. And then let me show you up close. This right here, I love this. So I just put a riser in here. This riser I got from Carolina Pottery. And then I just added some of these foam rockets right here. These smaller ones came in a pack. And then the bigger ones were actually like on a stem of 3. But y'all know me, I just took them apart. And then I just added them in all along here. And I left the greenery on there because I love how that looks. And then I added a little fireworks sticker up at the top. And then if we make our way over this way, y'all remember I have my sweet little birdhouses all along here. Well, they got a little patriotic makeover. And then I moved my gnomes over here. You know, there was just some stuff I just wanted to keep out. And my gnomes, of course, y'all know me, that's one of them. And look at this. I just popped in these stars, and look, please like, hype, and subscribe. I thought y'all would get a kick out of that. Now let's look at my adorable little houses. Look, they're all patriotic now. They all have their little flags and stars. Look how big my ferns are getting. They're like coming up on the birdhouses. But I want y'all to see, I mean, everything's been holding up really nicely. And look at here. I always say this is like my little maximalist house. It's got little stickers. Now I know my stuff is starting to get dirty, but listen, if you're new here, or maybe you've been a while, here a while, what I usually do is after the 4th of July, after the holiday and before September, I just really take the porch apart. I remove everything and everything gets touched up. The furniture, the paint, I mean everything just gets washed down and cleaned up. And look how cute my little gnomes look right here. I thought that was sweet, like they're hiding behind the ferns. Now, look at over here. Look how gorgeous she is. If y'all remember, she was holding a butterfly before. Do y'all remember that, my little fairy? Like right here, she was holding a butterfly. Well, what I did was, remember how I put the butterflies on the wall with the floral foam? That's basically what I did right here. And I put some little bows in right here. This is like bowl filler bows. And then I just popped in this little styrofoam star. But you can see underneath, I think, she has like her butterfly there. And you can, I hope you can see, there's the floral foam. And I just, when I took the butterflies off the wall, I cut the wire that was attached to the butterfly. I hot glued it on the side of my flag, and then I pushed the flag into the styrofoam, the floral foam, I mean. And then I just cut off some little flowers, and I stuck those in there too. And I love how that turned out. I think it just looks so beautiful. And of course, I love the white flowers on here. Now, these placemats, I've had these. These are from last year. They may still have them this year. And then right here, I just tied in some of the white flowers, added a touch of ribbon. And then again, I just put one of the little placemats right here with a little flag and laid my little fairy back on there because I just love this. I wasn't ready to, part with this yet. So if we come over here, I just added little small touches. I added this little pick. This is from Hobby Lobby. And then these are just little things that I had from last year that I just threw down at the bottom to give like a little pop of color. And then if you remember over here, for spring and summer, I had a yellow flower right here. So I just changed it out for the white one, and then I just added this on top of it. See, let me show you. Just like that. And then, of course, y'all remember, here's Bee's little pet bed. Oh, and this, listen, I'm always trying, that's why I usually always hit the sales. I'm always trying to get the most out of my money. So I love things that I can use for multi-purpose. So this right here that I added to BB's bed, America the Beautiful, let me show you. That actually was on the bottom of this heart. This came from Dollar Tree, the heart and America the Beautiful, and I just took them apart and used them as two separate pieces. I love to do that. I do that a lot. Listen, if there's one thing that y'all get from my channel, I really hope that it's that your space is your own. You know, when you buy something or you're thinking about adding something, let it talk to you. But do not let it tell you what to do. You tell it what you want and how you want to use it. And you can make it happen. Look, I know everybody's going to be like, Tracy, it's not Easter. I know, but y'all know how much I love my bunnies. So I just threw on some ribbon, and here they are. They make me so happy, so they have to stay. You guys, look how stinking cute this is. Okay, y'all remember, here's my little table that I always have. That's right here. That was my little dumpster find from a neighbor friend. I love this so much. So this right here, this is from Hobby Lobby, and it had like a little stick standing up. I think it's like for table setting or something. And you know, I don't know, but I just pulled that little stick out because I liked it like this. So I just stuck that right there. And then y'all know I always usually have this little pot right here. So I just threw in these little dynamite sticks. These are from Hobby Lobby. And then again, these little things, they just came in a bag. I think there were 6 in a bag or 4. Shoot, I cannot remember. But I just laid them on top, and then I just put this little star right there because I thought that looked really pretty. Now this is from last year, and I just love the stars and stripes. This has to be my favorite Patriotic purchase. Let me show you. Look at my little gnome. Isn't he precious? I love him so much. I got him from the at-home store. He is adorable. And then I just put this little stone right here with the flag. That's from Hobby Lobby. My sweet little sign, welcome to the porch. That was from Pop Shelf. Okay, I'm trying to think. I think that was Pop Shelf. I'm pretty sure that was Pop Shelf. And then, oh my goodness, let me tell you. So these little flowers, remember the flowers that were on my fairy? I put them in a basket, which you're about to see by the door, and I didn't like them there. And so I just laid them over here, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love it. Because doesn't it just look like the rockets are taking off? Right? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And then I just put on top here this little America sign. That is from Hobby Lobby. This little pinwheel right here. Okay, you know what this is? And I have another little spinner over on the other side. This was actually a headband. Yes, and I didn't like it as a headband, so I took the little spinners off and just used those separately. So I put that there. This guy, I absolutely love him. He is also from the at-home store. Isn't he precious? And can we just talk about up here? I love how this turned out, you guys. You'll have to tell me what you think. So the USA and these stars and the 250, this is all, and the big star. Okay, so basically this is all from Hobby Lobby. Now, the star that you see here, I zip tied these stems on the side. And the same for right here with the 250. I just added those little details to make it look like fireworks. And then here I have my sweet little pillows, and these are from Hobby Lobby. I thought they looked so pretty right here. Now this one is double-sided. It has the blue and the white on the other side, just in case you were wondering. Now, look, my tree is holding up really well. So right here, I just added a little flag to my swing. And I really didn't do much to the tree. Y'all, I think it's starting to fall apart. Although I have to admit, the aluminum foil, I mean, it's held up so well for so long. So I just added my little flag right there. And then down here, again, I just couldn't part with like my little fairy stuff. So I thought the mushrooms and everything looked so cute down here still. And then I just added in my little gnome. I've had him, I bought him a couple of years ago from Lowe's. And I think he looks precious down here. Okay, now let me step back so I can show you my little bench. I don't know why I'm sorry, I'm deep breathing here. It's a lot to try and move around and squat down. I mean, I love it, but y'all hear me breathing. But look at my sweet little bench. So if you remember, or if you're new here, this bench was a curbside find. I have absolutely no problem picking up a curbside find. I was tickled pink when I found this. I love it so much. So this little banner here, this little freedom banner, I've had that. That was from Hobby Lobby last year. They might still have it this year. And then right here, I just had these two small little wreaths that you see. And so I just stood them up. And then I added a little flag back here, a little bowl filler bow back here. I have my little wreath, and then I just added a little ornament to it. And then, like I said, this was from Dollar Tree, and I just popped that into the center. And then you guys remember I've had my birds from Hobby Lobby, and my little heart is from Hobby Lobby. And then I just have some little ribbon garland, and I think it turned out really well. And then over here with my little cactus, I just added my little flag. Now remember how I said I put some flowers up here and I didn't like it? Okay, so I switched them out and I put these in and I absolutely loved it. So I just attached one of the bowl filler bows right here. And then I just added in some of these little rockets. And you know what I did? Because, so these, remember how I said these came in a pack? Look, I just put them on skewers to make them stand up. Look at that. And I love how that turned out. And then on this little hook, I just added a star. And then remember how I said I had another little pinwheel? I added this right here. And then I just added some more little rockets right there. I was just trying to, you know, it's like a hodgepodge of stuff. I'm just trying to use what I already had. And then here, y'all remember I had the flowers going up and down. And then I just added in my sweet little gnome with a 4th of July sticker. And then as you can see, this came, I did not even unwrap this one. I just left it together. And then I had another one and I just kind of strung it about to add a pop of color. And then down here, I just love these flowers so much that I did not bother changing them out. I just kept them in there. And then I just added the little bow. This little sweet star, God Bless America. I changed my little ribbon. It was like a little tan buffalo check or gingham before, so I just added the blue. And then I had these little flowers from last year. Now y'all know how much I love my topiary dogs. So of course I had to dress them up, so I put a little bow tie on them, which again is just a little bowl filler. Now over here, of course, my topiary dogs again. And then you can see I kept my flowers and then I just added some ribbon and bow tie and I threw in a couple of flags. And then look, oh, this little paw print right here, this is from Hobby Lobby this year. And then I just added some sunglasses that I had laying around the house. And then look, y'all, this right here, y'all gonna be like, Tracy, what in the world? But listen, I didn't want to just buy a wreath to buy a wreath. And I had this swag. So I just added some flags. And like I said, I just added my little rockets to it. Give it a little touch of color. These little pom-poms that you see here, I had those. And then I don't know if I showed you, but I have these bows right here and I love them. I have one here and one there. Now they were purchased for 40% off. But yeah, I just love how it turned out. I hope that you do too. And I wish all of you a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July. And thank you, as always, thank you so, so much for being here. And I will definitely see you in the next video. Bye-bye.